Good afternoon, Shama ma'am.
Hi, good
How
afternoon.
are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Is it all right if we ask you some questions?
Sure.
Firstly, what inspired you to choose medicine as a career?
Truth be told, it was my grandmother. It was her wish that one of her grandkids took up medicine. I wasn't really into it in school, but after 12th, I took it up seriously, took a back year, and then joined MBBS.
That's very profound.
Thank you.
Which were your most and least favorite subjects in med school?
Least favorite has to be biochem because the cycles were really hard to memorize. And the most favorite was pathology and ophthalmology. I really liked the subjects.
I'm sure most of us relate to that. What's your fondest memory from college?
Fondest memories have to be PSM postings because that's when I felt like a doctor. I was interacting with patients, going into rural health centers, and felt like I was making a difference.
That's very wholesome. Do you think the concept of having it all, career, relationships, wellness, is realistic in medicine?
As millennials, I think we've glamorized this whole concept of having it all, climbing up the professional ladder, doing it all before 40. But truth be told, it takes a toll on your mental health. So, according to me, modern success is having a regulated nervous system, getting your 8 hours of sleep, and just having a balanced life.
I hope Gen Zs also take up this advice in their
Thank
life.
you.
General surgery is often viewed as a very highly challenging field in India. So, do you believe this to be true?
I think so. It is physically and mentally a challenging field. No two cases are the same. Both two hernias can have totally different anatomies, and it's the long hours that make it physically challenging. So I think it's still a physically challenging branch.
That's very interesting as a take
Thank
on
you.
general surgery. What's a surgical myth that you wish people would stop believing?
That petite tiny girls can't do surgery. That's one myth I want to bust.
I'm sure the petite tiny girls out there will take this as motivation.
I hope so.
Uh, if your journey in medicine was a chapter in a book, what would it be its title and why?
I'd say high heels and a scalpel because it's just a cool name. And it's always a belief that women in surgery have to be strong and muscular. It doesn't have to be. You can still like pink, still have your high heels, and still listen to Taylor Swift and be a good surgeon.
That's very empowering.
All right, guys, I have to head to the OT now. I have a case. Do you want to join?
We'd love to.
Let's go.
Ma'am, is it okay if we ask you some more questions?
Sure.
What moment made you say, "This is why I became a surgeon"?
I think it's the little moments every day when the patients appreciate you and you've done a case and you've got the outcome that you've wanted.
That's very inspiring. What's the funniest thing a patient has ever said to you?
ದೊಡ್ಡ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ every single day. I've been in this profession 10 years, but somehow they're never convinced that I'm the dodda doctor. So they always want the senior prof, preferably a 6 feet 2 male doctor to give them advice.
Well, you're very capable in your own ways. I'm pretty sure that's what the patient realizes.
Hope so.
What are the biggest differences you've noticed between medical education then and now?
I think the lack of discipline, if I may say so. Teaching as such has changed a lot from what was taught to us with the advent of ChatGPT and everything is in your fingertips. So I think it's become more of do it yourself, study it yourself rather than how it was in the olden times.
I'm sure viewers will find that very insightful. How do you stay human in a field that demands machine like precision?
We cry a lot. We cry every single day and then we get out. And coffee helps.
If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self in college, what would it be?
To go easy on myself, to not uh, strive for perfection and just do everything with hard work and discipline, it will take you a long way.
I'm sure that's advice we could all use. What's your idea of a perfectly balanced day, professionally and personally?
Professionally, see a couple of cases, do few surgeries, and then be done by 5 o'clock. I guess that would be a good day. Personally, on my day offs, I love water bodies, so I'll probably go to the beach or kayaking, and then head to Hadiga or Royce for coffee, and then spend time with my pets at home.
And what advice would you give to students struggling with burnout or self doubt?
To take it easy and to not be hard on yourself and take the breaks because you deserve it. All right, this is the last case for the day. I'll see you guys outside.
If we ask you some more questions?
Sure, go ahead.
And who's this adorable guest joining us?
This is my 1.5-year-old rescue. Her name is Jinx.
She's such a cutie.
Thank you.
What are some of your non negotiables when it comes to self care or personal time?
I do believe in waking up early and going to bed early. So 8 hours of sleep is non-negotiable. I like to wake up early around 5, make myself a cup of coffee, sit with my pets, get in the sun rays in the morning before I head to work.
That's a very solid routine. Be honest, have you ever set scalpel at home while reaching for a butter knife?
No, but I've set saline for water.
That's hilarious. If you could blast your playlist in the OT, what song would be on replay?
Taylor Swift, The Man. I love that song.
And what's your go to post op snack?
FNH black coffee, no sugar, with samosa.
What's more relaxing, sunset walks at Malpe or finishing work before 6 pm?
Finishing work before 6 p.m. and then heading to Malpe.
What's your idea of me time? Is it relaxing while practicing sutures on banana peels?
It's just being on airplane mode and not having to work and just chilling at home because everything I love is at home.
Very relatable. If you had one uninterrupted weekend in Manipal, how would you spend it?
I'd probably go for a sunrise kayaking session and then I would head to Hadiga for breakfast and then maybe chill at home and get like a early dinner at Royce. Yeah, that would be perfect.
What medical dramas do you binge watch? Do you judge their technique while doing so?
As cringe as it is, it's Grey's Anatomy because I feel like I've grown up with the show and I'm waiting to see how it ends. But no, I don't judge their technique. It's just for fun.
And if hobbies were treated like rounds, which one would you always be on call for?
Maybe like yoga or stand-up paddling or something.
And that's the end of this segment. Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Thank you. I'll see you around.
It's really fun.
Come, let's go. Run. Jinx, we need to walk.